What's up guys, Sudu here today, back for another video, and today we're going to be having a look at the MoFang JiaoShi PYRAMINX. The MoFang JiaoShi PYRAMINX, new Moyu sub-branded PYRAMINX in the Cubing Classroom series. It can be bought from absolutely everywhere and is $9 Australian off dailypuzzles.com.au and $7.99 US off thecubicle.us. When the cube arrives, it comes in a standard Cubing Classroom budget box. It's nothing too special with just the cube and instructions. Taking a look at the specs of this cube, the first thing that you notice is that this cube has primary plastic internals. So I learned to solve a PYRAMINX off both of my brother's PYRAMINXes, and none of them had primary plastic inside them. So when I got this cube and I saw that, I was quite surprised by the speed and slickness of the cube. But I quickly grew to like it, and now I wouldn't change it for anything. This cube also has bigger holes in the middle. I'm not sure if they've got a more technical name or not, but I'm just going to call them that because that's what seems most reasonable. This cube weighs 73.1 grams and was released in October last year, so it is only a newer sort of cube. It comes in stickless, stickered and white. Personally, I prefer the stickless the most. But when buying, that was sold out, so I have the stickered puzzle, which also looks really cool. This puzzle also has ball bearings in it, which I really like. When you first pick up the cube and start turning, particularly right out of the box, you definitely notice the ball bearings and that they're very loud and clicky. For me personally, I don't mind a clicky PYRAMINX. To me, the crunchiness and feel of it provides for a better experience. But some people prefer not to have a crunchy feeling, and so this cube might not be for them. Straight out of the box, this cube is also extremely sandy. This happens to a lot of MoFang JiaoShi cubes, but after a bit of breaking in, this cube was really fast, and with a bit of lube and a small bit of tensioning, I really like this PYRAMINX. When turning the puzzle, you can most definitely notice the speed and the ball bearings in it. The crunchy, fast feel of it is just something that I cannot get over. The corner cutting of this cube is pretty good as well because of the larger middle holes. Turning the cube, you don't really notice it too much, but when corner cutting, you can definitely tell that the intention of the holes was to make corner cutting easier. So the corner cutting, because of the holes, are pretty good. I'm not really sure what a PYRAMINX is supposed to get or quite how to judge it. I'd say it could get almost 60 in normal and reverse about 20 to 30 degrees. So after a week of using this PYRAMINX and breaking it in and setting it up, you can really start to tell a lot about it. This cube is definitely aimed for beginners, which I can definitely get, but once set up, intermediate solvers could use it as well. It is incredibly fast and I just can't get over the feeling of it, and it just feels like a very premium cube. For this PYRAMINX, I would expect to pay maybe $6 to $8 more than what you're buying. Overall, I would most definitely recommend this cube to anyone who is just starting out learning PYRAMINX or sort of intermediate and still learning the beginner's method. I'd say if you learn anything beyond that, then you could probably get a better PYRAMINX. I know there are a few out there, particularly for like $10 or $12 more, that would definitely be a lot better. But for a beginner such as myself, I would most definitely recommend this PYRAMINX to anyone. The reason I would recommend this the most would definitely be the value for its price. The PYRAMINX you are getting is something that should probably be $14 or $15, but you're only getting it for $9. Another thing that makes it so much better than its price is the premiumness of it. I know I've said this already, but when you turn it, it does not feel like a $9 PYRAMINX. It feels like something for $15 or $16 and that someone who would be learning faster method would be using. It probably wouldn't suit a higher or faster person. Definitely once you're getting sub 8, sub 7 times, then I'd say maybe time to move on. Anyway, that's enough from me, so I hope to see you guys then. But until then, happy cubing!